Hello everyone. Myself, lecturer Miss Aditya Anil Kushare, Master of Pharmacy in Quality Assurance Techniques from Kekewag Institute of Pharmacy, Chandori, Nasik. Today we are going to discuss about the topic ointment, in that ointment bases from pharmaceutics too. So the topics to be covered from this session are as follows: introduction to ointment as a semi-solid dosage form, introduction to ointment bases, ideal properties of a base, and types of ointment bases. So let's see in detail about ointments. Definition of ointments. Ointments are homogeneous, translucent, viscous, semi-solid preparations, most commonly a greasy thick oil, that is oil is 80% and water up to 20%, intended for external application to the skin or mucous membrane. The drug ingredients can be dissolved, emulsified, or suspended in the ointment base. Then bases. It is one of the most important ingredient used in the formulation of semi-solid dosage form. Ointment bases do not merely act as the carriers of the medicaments, but they also control the extent of absorption of medicaments incorporated in them. Ideal properties of a base. They should be inert, non-irritating, and non-sensitizing. They are compatible with the skin pH and the drug. They are the good solvent and or emulsifying agent. They are emollient, protective, non-greasy, and easily removable. They release medicament readily at the site of application. They are pharmaceutically elegant and possesses the good stability. Then ointment bases. There are total 4 types of ointment bases, which are as follows. First one, oleaginous bases, or that is also called as hydrocarbon bases. Second one, absorption bases. Third one, water miscible bases, also called as removable bases or emulsifying bases. And fourth one, that is water soluble bases. So let's see about the first type, that is oleaginous bases, means hydrocarbon bases. Oleaginous bases are the non-aqueous formulations which provides the emollient and protective properties. It is difficult to remove hydrocarbon bases from the skin due to their oily nature. For an example, hard paraffin, white or yellow soft paraffin, liquid paraffin, mineral oil, etc. Then petrolatum, that is a soft paraffin. It is purified mixture of semi-solid hydrocarbons obtained from petroleum. There are 2 types of soft paraffin. One is yellow and other is a white soft paraffin. White soft paraffin prepared by bleaching the yellow soft paraffin. The melting point of the soft paraffin is 38 to 56 degrees Celsius. White soft paraffin not be used in ophthalmic ointment preparations because the small amount of bleaching agents involved in that and they causes the irritation in the eye. Then next one, that is hard paraffin. It is purified mixture of solid hydrocarbons and obtained from petrolatum. It is colorless or white, translucent, odorless, tasteless, wax-like substance. It is used to harden or soften the ointment base. Then liquid paraffin. It consists of mixture of liquid hydrocarbons and obtained from petroleum by distillation. It is also called white mineral oil or liquid petroleum. It is colorless, odorless, tasteless. It is soluble in either ether and chloroform, but it's insoluble in water and alcohol. Nowadays, the oleaginous bases are not used commonly because they are greasy, so it's difficult to remove from the skin and clothing. They retain body heat, which may produce an uncomfortable feeling of warmth. They do not help in the absorption of medicaments. Then absorption bases. In the absorption bases, it contains the small amount of water and they provide the relatively less emollient properties than the hydrocarbon bases. These bases are generally anhydrous substances which have the property of absorbing considerable quantity of water but still retaining their ointment-like consistency. They have the 2 types, non-emulsified bases and water in oil emulsion bases. Non-emulsified bases, those bases absorb water and aqueous solution producing water in oil, W by O emulsion. For an example, wool fat, wool alcohol, beeswax, etc. Water in oil emulsion bases, that are those bases have the capability of absorbing more water and have the properties of non-emulsified bases. For an example, hydrous wool fat, that is also called as lanolin. Wool fat. It is also known as anhydrous lanolin, and it is the purified fat-like substance obtained from wool of sheep. It can be absorbed about 50% of its weight of water, so it is used in ointments where the proportion of water or aqueous liquids too large. It is mainly used in the eye ointment base and in simple ointment base. Then wool alcohol, it is obtained from the wool fat by treating with alkali and separate out cholesterol and other alcohols. It contains not less than 30% of the cholesterol. It is used as an emulsifying agent for the preparation of water in oil, W by O emulsion. It is also used for improving the texture, stability and emollient properties of oil in water, that is O by W emulsion. Then beeswax. It is purified wax obtained from honey comb of bees. It is available in yellow and white form. White beeswax prepared by bleaching treatment. It is used for stiffening agent in paste and ointments. Water miscible bases, that are removable bases or emulsifying bases. These are anhydrous, hydrophilic, absorbs water with the low thermal conductivity. It is easy to remove these bases from the skin due to their hydrophilic nature. These are used to form oil in water emulsion for topical applications. They have the same properties as the absorption bases. They are used as emollients, cleansing creams, vehicle for solid liquid drugs. For an example, cold cream type, hydrous lanolin, rose water, ointment, etc. Water soluble bases. In that bases does not contain oily substances and are called greaseless bases and completely soluble in water. Those are prepared using the mixtures of different molecular weights of polyethylene glycol, that are macrogols. Polyethylene glycol PEG are mixture of polycondensation product of ethylene oxide and water. Lower molecular weight of these polymers, that is 200, 400 and 600 gram per mole, are liquids, and the average molecular weight increases of these polymers changes from liquid to a waxy solid but not greater than 100 gram per mole. The tragacanth, gelatin, pectin, cellulose derivatives, bentonite, sodium alginate are also used as water-soluble bases. What we learned from this ointment bases, learning outcomes of this presentation are: what is ointment as a semi-solid dosage form, introduction to ointment bases, then ideal properties of a base, and types of ointment bases. Thank you.